Hello, 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 Pisces. My name is Tiffany here from Tiffanystarology, and it's so good to be back with all of you today. I feel like I have forgotten to say that intro in the last two readings because I'm so rusty. But honestly, guys, you are the absolute best. I have received super thanks from a few of you on here, and I'm so thankful for the super thanks. Like, totally blew my mind. I was like, what? So Spirit is just showing me I'm back where I need to be. I'm doing what I need to do. And the message that I want to convey to you right now, Spirit's putting it on my heart, is you will know if you're in the right place and at the right time by the way in which you're blessed by being in that space. So if your heart is hurting at all, again, I don't know who this message is for, it's just coming through. If your heart is hurting at all, in any spaces, places, relationships, or with anything that you're doing, it could even just be like a habit that you're trying to get over. Listen and trust your gut, Pisces. You are so intuitive. I feel the most intuitive, the most psychic, and your body will literally tell you how how you're feeling, if this is going to work for you. And also, you need to think about, are you receiving love back and appreciation back from the spaces that you're in? If not, maybe you don't need to be there. All right, Pisces, let's dive in. A little channel message for you there. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments below. For my dear Pisces Spirit, what do they need to know today? You have definitely not. It says no, a bad outcome, decline. I will read the fine print in a little bit. Second card is solid ground, reliability, and permanence. Oh, interesting. So I feel like a foundation that you're on is about to change. God is saying no to a current place or situation or person in your life. You have ease. It says effortless, no blocks. So wherever you're supposed to be, Pisces, yeah, this is definitely tapping into that channel message. It's going to feel easy. You're not going to feel blocked. You're not going to feel like you have to work so hard. You're going to feel like you belong there. Glimmering euphoria, happiness, and celebration. You're going to feel that sun shine through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pull a fifth. Or 3. We go with whatever Spirit puts out. Rest, exhaustion, or overload. And these last two here, we have beyond a doubt. Yes, a good outcome, approval. That's so funny. We got the yes and the no. And we have generosity, good karma, giving, and receiving. Pisces, this is beautiful. This is a lot of cards though, but we will dive in. Let me show you and read to you what the fine print is. Pisces, I always leave timestamps for you. So if you need to come back to this, if you're kind of in a rush and want to get to the tarot, there will be timestamps below, but I hope you stick around for this. So you have the definitely not no card. It says the answer is no, stop, do not continue, not the right time. If you're making a decision, the answer is no, it will not make you happy. This is not the time to take action. Then you have solid ground. It says without a solid foundation, you'll have trouble creating anything of value. It's time to evaluate which parts of your life are solid and which areas require some fine tuning. You have ease. It says, now anticipate a smoother journey ahead as past obstacles and barriers are being lifted away. Believe that your path forward is in harmony with positive energy and boundless opportunities. So I feel like these three, I'm going to stop here, kind of go together. So as I'm going to start this read, it's like whatever foundation that you are currently sitting on that seems rocky, that feels like it could be made out of sand. Maybe you even feel like you're in like a boat, stranded on an island. It's barren. There's a shift that's happening for you that says wherever you are right now, that foundation that does not feel solid, that place where you do not feel appreciated, around those people where you do not feel that good vibration. There is this karmic reward. I'm just going to read this one next. That you are receiving. That's going to put you in a place of ease, Pisces. Because the solid foundation that you deserve, that you need, is not there. You know what I also noticed? The cards go from very dark to very light. And this card is kind of intermediate as far as the colors go. It's like she's leaving the dark and going into the light. So you're in transition as well. Wow, Spirit is being so clear. So definitely not solid ground ease. If you even put those words together, it's like, this is definitely not solid ground. You deserve a life of ease, okay? The generosity card says, you have given selflessly of yourself and your resources, and this is now coming back to you. Remain open to the help or gifts being offered to you right now. So because of your hard work, because of you recognizing where you've been, where life has taken you, that you weren't in a place of ease or surrender, that you weren't in a place where you were being fed spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, God is like, I'm going to let you reap the benefit of this good karma. Karma doesn't always have to be bad, but you're reaping what you've sown, Pisces. And then we get into the good part, right? So it says, glimmering euphoria. So allow your inner light to shine brightly. A wave of good fortune is on the horizon, ushering in an opportunity to welcome more joy and happiness into your life. So this opportunity that you have to move away from this foundation, from this place of unrest, is actually leading you to more happiness, more peace, more joy. And you actually have the rest card. You will be resting. You'll be coming into that. Instead of desiring that, you will have that. And it says, ease up a bit. You've done enough for now. Balance your hard work with relaxation and rest to avoid undermining your best intentions. There are limits to what you can do alone. So if you've been feeling very alone on this journey, Spirit is saying you've done the job. You've done a good job. Now rest, pull back. Mars is going retrograde as well from Leo to Cancer till February. It started, I think, December 6th. If you are doing too much, Pisces, if you are putting out too much energy to do, and you're not resting, you won't be able to receive these blessings. Working too hard and not actually receiving what you need from what you're putting your effort, your time, your energy into on a daily basis. You will know, your body will tell you. And Spirit is saying physically rest. You can't do this by yourself. There are also going to be people coming into your life. Because it said there are limits to what you can do alone. People will come in to help. That could be part of your good karma as well. And then you have beyond a doubt. It says the answer is yes. Proceed. Do not hold back. The time is now. If you're making a decision, the answer is yes. Go for it. This is a time for positivity, for success and progress. And so what I see here, it's so funny. I don't use this deck much, but to literally receive the definitely no card and the definitely yes card, it's like the old you, the transition out of the old karmic lifestyle, the old karmic chapter, it's closing. The karma card kind of came out on its own, I think, because it is the reason why you're shifting from, this left to right. And Spirit is saying enough of this foundation that does not work for you and more of this rest, more of this joy, more of this success. And you're reaping this, you're crossing the bridge to the other side because of the good deeds, because of your selflessness, because of your resilience, because you still trusted God, even when everyone said you were crazy, that you weren't lovable, that you didn't belong here, if you self-doubted, if you had imposter syndrome, you still proceeded forward. Even if you got off course. I was gone for a month, Pisces. And how much I missed you guys. Oh, I missed you guys. But coming back, it was like, everyone's like, we're so happy that you're here. We're so happy to have you back. I missed you. And I was like, this is where I belong. When I was in that shadow period in November, it was because of a lack of a solid foundation. It was because of a lack of belief in myself. It was because of a lack of self-love. This is self-love. This is foundation. This is trusting yourself. And sorry if I'm yelling into the microphone. Very passionate lately. I feel like I'm preaching, okay? Wow, Pisces. When I was cleansing these cards, I just felt like Spirit is like, there's going to be a powerful message that comes through. And sure enough, it did. You are reaping what you have sown because of your generosity, because of your love, because of your care. And no, you are not perfect. Nobody is. Spirit, tell us more. We're going to dive into the tarot. Tell us about Pisces and this foundation, then moving forward into a place of rest. Current situation for Pisces. Strength, babe. This is a beautiful card. You have endured. You have endured. You have powered through. You have said, I believe in myself. I trust the doors that are opening. I allow the doors that are closing to close with ease. I believe my prosperity is coming in. I let go of any doubts I have within myself. I'm choosing to have strength of heart. I have courage. I will be vulnerable. Yes. I will be vulnerable. I will allow my heart to be on my shoulders, on my sleeve, because I believe that God has better for me, and I will not harden my heart and myself because of what I've gone through. Because of that, you will be blessed. What's challenging this, though? I always do a little Celtic cross for you guys. King of Pentacles. So some of you were kind of like, I don't see it yet. I don't see the solid foundation. The King of Pentacles represents solid foundation. He represents wealth, security, abundance. You're like, I don't see it yet. Maybe you're seeing glimmers of it, though. I want you to have faith, Pisces. Because if this is your challenge, finances could be really, really going through it for you. This is almost like getting this card in the reverse. You could also be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn who's challenging this as well. If this is more of a person in your life, there could be issues with your job. There could be issues in the home, stability, your day-to-day life. Because the King of Pentacles as an earth sign, he represents our physical and our material world. So you're challenged to, God is saying he's going to bless me. It's like, where's the blessings? I feel a little frustration there, Pisces, and I understand that. But you are about to be blessed. Again, the karma card, I keep calling it the karma card, the generosity card says, you have given selflessly of yourself and your resources, and this is now coming back to you. Remain open to the help or gifts being offered to you now. We just did a reading, the one right before this one, I'll link it for you guys, that said that you're going to receive a gift. There was someone blocking your gift. For many of you, it was a karmic person, a karmic situation, but especially a karmic person who was blocking you, making you feel like you had to stay in this state of just like unrest. So that's where this strength card has come from, because you've had to be resilient. Okay. So what are their strengths at this time? Whoa, Pisces, I love you so much. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, baby. You are letting go of the burdens. You're ending the chapters. You're saying, I'm done. I'm about to give it up. The 10 of Wands is you getting to the end of a tough battle, a heavy burden. But because you're at the 10, that means you're about to rest. You're about to put these wands down. That's your strength, along with the 10 of Swords. So you are completing a massive chapter with 2024 coming to a close. And the sunset is always my favorite part. Sorry, the sunrise. Sorry. The sunrise is always my favorite part of this card, because it shows that even though this person is down, they're not dead. They've just come to the end of this road. And the sun is about to shine again. And they're about to get up and pull these swords out of their back. They're about to walk through to the other side. You have built up so much resiliency, Pisces, because you did not give up on yourself. You're closing out a massive chapter, and it was a difficult chapter. Spirit is so proud of you for not giving up. Area of focus. I feel that in my heart and soul. 4 of Swords. It's time to rest. It's time to pray. It's time to relax. It's time to delve into this part of your life with ease. Again, with Mars retrograde. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overdo it. Allow yourself the time and space that you need to regroup, to meditate, to cleanse, to go on a little vacation, to go ghost for a little bit if you need to to go back to church, to get into your Bible, to whatever, it doesn't have to be the Bible, but like whatever spiritual text you like to read, get into your mantras, meditation. This is a time for you to pull back your energy and focus on you. Area of focus. So Spirit is also saying you're not focusing enough on rest. Maybe you feel like I shouldn't rest. I have so much I need to do. Where's this abundance coming from? It's not going to just come from nowhere, right? But sometimes you actually can block yourself by working too hard, because then you don't have the energy to accomplish what needs to be done. Okay? Near future for Pisces. I love this reading so much. You have the World card. The World card signifies the closing of a chapter, a karmic cycle, the end of the year. There's resolution and solutions to your reality because you have gone through 4 seasons of hurt. For some of you, it's been 4 years. For some of you, it's been this year alone. It could have been also over the last 4 months. There could have been changes for you that you've really seen skyrocket. You may be seeing 444 as well. That's coming through. You're divinely protected. But your near future shows the completion of a chapter and you ending out where you once were, where you were working so hard, carrying so much burden. The fights are over. The disagreements are over. The cheaters, the liars, the manipulators. You have peeped the truth, the reality. They can win. They can hold whatever they find in their hands. You're like, you know what? It's not for me. Have it. I'm going to take what's mine. You take what's yours. Let's go our separate ways. A lot of disconnecting from people and places that don't serve you anymore. So a lot of you are going to be changing relationship dynamics, homes, jobs. The karma, although good, is going to feel heavy. If it doesn't already, I'm sure it does. Recent past. But that heaviness is going to be... It's going to dissipate. And you're going to have that euphoric experience that, oh my God, I can't believe I got this gift. Recent past for Pisces. Tell me more. What about this Hierophant? One more, please. Oh, okay. So recent past, it wasn't super clear, so I wanted to delve a little deeper. So we have the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, and the Tower. So recent past, I really feel like you peeped game, meaning that you realized something about an institution, a marriage, a connection, family, your children, your spouse, your boss, a corporation that you were a part of. It could have even been someone at your church, because this is like representative of clergy. And I really feel like what happened was recent past, you became aware of things that were really blocking you, that were in your way, that were holding you back. Things that were also affecting you on a deeper level than you truly realized. The Hierophant is about God. And I feel like God illuminated to you your own soul by mirroring back a lot of people's energy in your life. So you were able to realize what needed to come apart, what needed to fall down. The situation or situations that you were in, tower moment after tower moment after tower moment was happening. But also that you could get into a happy place. But again, with this being the recent past, a lot of this was about people, places, and things that you love. This is the ultimate happiness card in the tarot. And for the Tower to come out with the Ten of Cups, it was like there could have been sudden shifts in your reality as far as happiness were concerned. There could have been a sudden shift as far as how you saw yourself in the real world and realized that what you thought you had, this rainbow, this regeneration, was actually not. Like there could have been some lies that were uncovered. But in order for you to get back to a happy place, you were made aware of areas in your life that hold a lot of power with the Hierophant. They hold a lot of power in your life, and I feel like there was a power struggle imbalances there that you were able to recognize, look at, and make decisions about, I should say. Two of Swords. Clear thinking was difficult, but you did it. Advice for Pisces. Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords. Now that you see things clearly, Ace of Swords, where are you redirecting your energy? The Queen of Swords directs her energy at herself. Self-love, happiness, fulfillment, working on your craft, being a business woman for some of you, or man. You know, tarot has no gender. Definitely being in your feminine energy, connecting possibly with sunflowers, black cats. Just sitting in your throne of approval. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands, it's like you approve of this message yourself. You don't need anyone else's approval. Because the truth is, you are the truth. And your advice is to look at what was illuminated to you. Look at what was clarified for you. See the truth of who you are and walk more boldly into that. This is definitely a message of, I've unveiled the unstable foundations I was in, the people that were not safe, the places that were not safe. I had strength to get through it. I let go of old chapters that are closed. And now I see myself. There's an illumination of the self. But on the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups. So don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss what's coming towards you. Because Spirit is saying, underneath that, the Sun. Spirit is saying to you, I'm trying to give you this cup. And you're so focused on the past and what isn't working and not letting go and replaying cycles and triggers and traumas that have really no place in this new timeline. I want to bless you with the Sun. I want to bless you with happiness, prosperity, more peace, more rest, more goodness, physical children for some of you. You also could be working on new businesses, new bright ideas. But first and foremost, we must, Death card, close out those chapters, end those cycles, allow the rebirth process to happen. And in the Death card, although there are people that have, all come to their demise, there's a sun that's peeking out between those two towers. After the tower, that's what I feel like Spirit says. This is the after the tower. That's what you're about to focus on. Environmental factors for Pisces. Yep. Comes right back out. We already harped on it, so I'm going to pull one more. But the Four of Cups is in your environment. Spirit is like, I'm holding out this chalice to you. Will you take it, Pisces? Or will you continue to sit and be sad and wait and wait and wait for that day that you feel like will never come? A lot of you are like, I can't take this leap of faith though, because Spirit, I don't have the finances. I don't have the resources. Start wherever you can. Do whatever you can. Even if it's just a thought, even if it's just you writing it down on paper, opening up the LLC, starting the process of the divorce, getting that house in order, starting to put job applications out there, starting your YouTube channel, getting on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, YouTube shorts, whatever it is that you want to do, starting that blog, getting that business off the ground, going after that dream. And even though you don't have this 10 of Pentacles yet, don't let that be the reason that you hold back, because we all can start with what we have. You don't need fancy equipment, microphones, lighting. Just literally start with where you are. Focus on yourself. What else is in our environment, Spirit? Powerful message, Pisces. The Sun. And Spirit's like, if you do this on the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, I'm bringing in justice for you. I'm bringing in the balance. It will be restored in your life. A brand new beginning for you, Pisces. Ace of Wands. Spirit is saying, this is a golden opportunity. I am blessing you with something. Will you take it? Or will you continue to live in the past, holding on to that foundation that God is saying, close the door. Let's go back to our oracle. Again, it says, the answer is no. Stop. Do not continue. Not the right time. If you're making a decision, the answer is no. Will not make you happy. This is not the time to take action. Are you going to stay stuck in this lack of solid ground? Are you going to allow yourself to be in these cycles where you're triggered? Or are you ready to release those blocks? This says effortless, no blocks. Releasing those blocks, allowing yourself to say, I am worth more than this trauma that's replaying in my head. I am worth more than this fear I have of not getting what is mine. There's so much that wants to come in for you, Pisces. But you also, as a person who has free will, and I'll testify to that, Spirit can do only so much for you. You have to also put in the effort. The same way that you have to ask your angels and channel your spirit guides to help you. They're there. They're waiting for you. Some of you have angels around you right now that are waiting for you to say, hey, I'm ready to change. And one of the comments, I have to bring this up, that I keep seeing is people keep saying, I'm so ready for this chapter to end. I'm so ready for the narrative of these readings to change. But the situation, either because of divine timing or because of lack of input on your part, Spirit's like, I can only do so much. If I wouldn't have got back on this YouTube channel and started posting again, Spirit can't force the progress. Each day I would get up, and sorry for going on a tangent, I hope this helps somebody. Each day I would get up when I was going through like whatever that block was I had in November from trauma. Like, I don't even know what was going on there. I physically would be like, there's no point in posting today. It's been too long. They don't want to hear me. How do I show back up? I feel embarrassed. And I didn't. And I just let the trauma play. I would watch YouTube videos and Oracle, and I would just start going down rabbit holes. I even stopped reading tarot for myself. But what it was is that there could be this like devil energy that's around you. There could be projections from other people. Spiritual attacks are real, and they can be holding you back from actually receiving what it is that you're meant to receive. That's exactly what that karmic card said. You are so selfless. You are so worthy. The sun wants to shine in your life, Pisces, but there has to be action on your part, and the sun won't be there every single day. The death card did come out too. But after the tower, after the realizations, you will get to the other side. Hopes and fears? So some of you, I immediately see this, are stuck in the past. You're stuck in how things used to be. How the world even used to be. That comes up for some of you. You're like, I'm so tired of the way of the world, right? But we have to get with the program. We have to look at our future. When I see these cards kind of staring at each other, what I get is a person who potentially is like, I want to move forward in my life, but I miss the way that my life used to be, or the way I used to look, or the money I used to make, or the lifestyle I used to have. And although beautiful and it served you at that time and taught you a lot of lessons, because this is a card of nostalgia, reminiscence, childlike wonder, it can mean so many things. I think that your hope is to move forward, but you can't move forward if you keep looking back. That old foundation, that old way of living where Spirit is saying no. The lack of ease in your life, the blocks that were there. You have to start strategizing and thinking about where you want to move forward and where you go next. Appreciate, just like this little girl is appreciating this flower that she's receiving, appreciate where you were. Maybe even appreciate the bad things. You could even be reminiscing about how things were and you're just so upset that you can't get out of this cycle yet, right? If we stay stuck in our past, we'll never be able to fully immerse ourselves in our future. And your future with the Two of Wands is literally calling you to say, are you ready to move forward into the next chapter? Are you ready to receive the gifts that I have for you, the prosperity I have for you, the peace I have for you, the rest I have for you? Or will you continue to live in the past? I'm going to let this helicopter go by. I heard or saw a quote a couple of days ago. I think I heard it. And a person said, you can't change who you are today, but you can change who you become tomorrow. So you've already done, for better or for worse, whatever it took to become who you are today. Whatever it took to be in the situations that you're in today. But you do have the power to change who you become tomorrow. You have the power to pick up that phone or block that call. You have the power to send that text. You have the power to empower yourself or not. Some of you are just really tired of being in limbo. The Hanged Man, though, during this period of resistance, and you may still feel a little bit of resistance because Mercury retrograde is ending tomorrow on the 15th when you guys get this. Well, no, you guys will get this video today. But Mercury retrograde is ending tomorrow on December 15th. Mars is in retrograde till February. Saturn was in retrograde for a while, but is now direct. There's been a lot of things holding you back. When planets are retrograde, they kind of hold us up, but it's all for this reason that this halo is around his head. The halo is around the head to show that this is a period of understanding, enlightenment, knowledge, increasing your wisdom. Because sometimes when we're moving too fast, we can get caught up in the past and we can have anxiety about the future, right? So what happens is Spirit slows us down just for a little bit and makes you sit with your legs in the air. In tarot, red is a color of action. And in this particular card, the legs are suspended in the air. So this was a period of potential inaction for you. But Spirit says underneath that, it's almost time to take action. And I saw in your previous reading, Pisces, that this is going to be a time I really feel that you are going to be like moving very different than you usually do. And people are going to see a side to you, a drive in you, an ambition in you. I had everybody put the swords in the comments in the last video because we are warriors of the light. Fight on, Pisces. There's going to be a way in which eventually when you're no longer in this limbo state, you will say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. That comes through. I think that's actually, I don't know who sings that. I'll put that on here. But that's coming through. You're going to be able to actually stand in your truth and your power and your knowledge that you've gained the wisdom that leads you to more prosperity, more abundance, that new home, that new family, that new job, that prosperous business, whatever the case is. So don't look at the stagnation of that the King of Pentacles, of like your foundation not being solid, as a reason why you haven't been able to accomplish your goals. Because there was actually so much beauty and power that was imbued into you, given to you, entrusted in you during this period of waiting. In my little video, I'll link it for you guys below on where I have been. I did announce a really, really significant announcement. So think about when you watch that video, if you watch it, all the trials and tribulations we go through, but how we can incubate things. Maybe I'm giving it away for a while. And we have to sometimes have patience for those things to actually be birthed and to move forward. So in the period of waiting, there's also a development that is occurring, a process that is maturating. If you take your food out of the oven too soon, you can get sick, or it won't be done, or it won't taste right, right? So let it bake. Let this process like really immerse itself. Like the best tasting food is usually food that has really absorbed those flavors over time. It's not always the first day. So God is allowing this process to maturate. I don't know where any of this is coming from, Pisces. We're just channeling at this point. Last card for you. We'll wrap up your reading. I hope this wasn't too long. Potential outcome for you, Pisces. We have the Seven of Pentacles and one dropped on the floor. Give me a sec. And the Page of Wands with the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so potential outcome for this reading is patience and starting wherever you are will lead to success. Patience and starting wherever you are will lead to success. Whatever this Nine of Cups is to you in my right hand, this wish fulfillment, this happiness, this joy, this prosperity, this peace, this child, this home, this new love, freedom, a new country. Should I go on? If you just start where you are today, you've planted the seeds, you allow them to grow. This is a farmer looking at his harvest ripen. If you plant the seeds, they will grow. Be patient. You can't pluck the harvest before it's time. And with the Page of Wands, this is new ideas brewing, new excitement, just getting started, just getting off the ground. No, it won't be perfect. There will be improvement over time though for you. And eventually, because of your hard work, your dedication, your patience, Nine of Cups, your wishes will be fulfilled, Pisces. Because you did the work and also had the patience to allow it to pay off. And with the cups, we have to keep in mind, Pisces, that the cups show us emotional fulfillment. So although your physical reality may not have caught up yet, your emotional fulfillment will be there. As long as you give yourself the opportunity to trust and believe in who you are, Queen of Wands, trust your power, trust your purpose, your place in this world. Yeah, and I just see you breaking through barriers like, ugh. Final message for Pisces. I'm going to leave them on a good note, Spirit. Final message for Pisces. Mentor, teacher, and wise counsel. It says your ancestors no longer want you to walk in this path alone. They are guiding you to connect with the right people who can provide valuable support as you navigate through the next chapter of your adventure. So you will be paired with wise counsel. You have also, for some of you, connected with your ancestors. Some of you are using these tarot readings as a guide. There will be people that literally come into your life, connections, and they're going to come with ease. But it's so that you can literally go into this next chapter. It says to navigate through the next chapter. So you don't have to do it alone. And on the bottom of the deck, I have to read this to you. It says there are inevitable endings. Dead end major transition is on the horizon for you. It says you are currently in a toxic situation. For a lot of you, like, I don't know where your time frame is. You could be coming out of it, in the midst of it, kind of closer to the end, I feel like is where most of us are, if not already done, because some of you are like, when is this narrative going to change? But every Pisces is not exactly on the same timeline. It says you're currently in a toxic situation and continuing to replay the same story will not lead to anything positive. It's time to move on. You know deep down inside that this is not your story. Whoa, Spirit. What a freaking deck. I love this deck. This is not your story. That story of regret, of lack of solid foundation, of having to feel this hurt from people that you were highly connected to, dwelling on the past is a huge theme in this reading as well. You will not receive that which you were supposed to receive if you keep on playing out a storyline that is no longer your story. So even if you can't see it yet, I want you to start saying, this is not my story. And if you've made it this far, put a book or a letter emoji in the comments. This is not my story. You're rewriting. The rest is still unwritten. That's a beautiful song by Natasha Bedingfield, I believe. Yeah. I feel the rain on your skin. Nothing else something like that. And it's just like, the rest is still unwritten. And so she's talking about just like the story that you have, that spirit has for you. It is still unwritten. I know this message is so long, Pisces, but I had to get this out. I love you. Big changes are on the horizon for you. Big ideas are popping off in the collective. This chapter is coming to a close, and I pray that all of you are doing well as you navigate these burdens, as you navigate these trials and tribulations, as you remember your power, as you remember your strength, and keep trusting in God, universe, creator, source, the divine, whoever it is that you subscribe to. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, Pisces.